Hey, today we will talk about day 2 of our newbies and newcomers launch and training. I hope you are watching all the videos in a sequence and I hope you are subscribed not to miss all the next steps and next information for next days. So today we come to the day 2. Last meeting, the first day, you discussed with a person how to write goals, why goals are important, and you gave the homework to write 111 goals. And I hope that person sends you information like an hour or half an hour before this day 2 meeting, that you have a chance to go through the list to see if there are goals which are repeating, maybe with another words of different meaning maybe, but they're with the same goal. For example, traveling, person wrote in a different ways that he wants to travel, so you could already understand that that is important for that person, he wants to travel. Yeah, so that's why we need list. And of course also to see how many goals person wrote. So we start the day 2. What is happening? First, you say and you congratulate your person for doing this job, even if the person wrote 20 goals out of 111, you congratulate and you say good job. Never say or never blame the person that they wrote less than you said. Because 111 goals, not everyone will write. I had it I think once or twice that people really wrote 111, they were determined to do it and they did it in one day. But if person wrote 20, 30, 50 goals, that's already amazing, and you have to say congratulations, you did this job, you thought about it, good job. And then you ask, was it hard, and what was hard, and why it was maybe hard or not hard, or maybe it went easy for that person. So you have to find out, was it difficult for that person to write this exercise, to write these goals. To maybe for some people sometimes it is difficult to think of any goals, because sometimes we as moms, for example, we are used to think about our family, our kids, and we sometimes forget about ourselves. And that's the reason we have 111 goals to write. It is to allow ourselves to imagine, to dream big, to set goals and to think about ourselves and what we want. And sometimes we can write easily, for example, 30, 50 goals, and then we get stuck. But the person, normally if you would be doing this exercise, you have to keep pushing, you have to keep searching. So keep pushing, keep going, because then you will notice that the second, let's say, breath opening up and you start to dream and you start to think about things that you never thought you want to have. Maybe shoes, clothes, travel, or I don't know, going to a restaurant, a strange restaurant, maybe to go to eat blindly or in the dark. So you will notice that some ideas start to pop up, and then you can write till 111 goals. Yeah. So this exercise, it is big, but it allows to focus on us and to see what we really truly want. Because also in the beginning we write goals that are pushed on us by society, by family, and by friends. And this exercise allows us to look at us, inside of us, and to see what we truly really want. Okay. So if person wrote 20 or 30 goals, that's already amazing, and that's already good, and that's a good start where you can work on the next steps. So you ask the person, how was it difficult or not, and you see what the person replies. And of course you also ask, how are you feeling? How are you feeling after writing all this on the paper, after writing all your goals? How are you feeling? And listen to that person, really listen what the person says to you. So after all you did all this, and you ask how the person feels, and you know how it went, and really listen into the person, you say to the person the next exercise, and you do it together. You ask the person, out of that list what she wrote, you have to choose 10 goals which are the most important. 10 goals. And you allow person to do it. Don't push your opinion, just be silent, hold your talking, and allow the person to choose their goals. And when a person says, for example, I think the goal number 5, traveling every month, is important to me, and you ask why this goal is important, and he says something, then you go, is there something more why this goal is important to you? And he answers, maybe there is something more, and he answers, and you ask that question, is why this goal is important, until the person says, no, I think I named everything. And then you say, okay, let's go to the second goal. Which goal you think is important to you from this list? And again, you ask why you find it important, why it is important for you, why you want to have it, why you want to reach it. Yeah, and you do this for all 10 goals that a person chooses. When you've read the list and you notice that there are goals that are repeating, sometimes there is a goal, for example, traveling, and you see that in a different sentences, goals, it comes back in that list. For example, I want to travel with my family to, I don't know, Disneyland. Then I want once a year to travel alone. I want to travel to South Africa. I want to go to, I don't know, India or so. But the person didn't choose any of the traveling goals. You don't push to the person that you have to choose it, but you ask, I thought by reading your list, that travel is important for you. Why you didn't choose any of those goals in those 10? And let the person speak, and you will see the true reason of the person behind there. So you ask and you see what they say and how they react, and what reasoning that they have. And maybe all those goals are pushed on him by society. Maybe he's afraid to choose them, yeah, but they're important to him. So you will see, maybe he will say after time, I want to put this goal, traveling goal, and I want to take out this is less important, I want this. Again, ask why, and let person speak. Never push your own opinion to the person, let person answer themselves, because by answering your question why this goal is important, they will be convincing themselves and showing themselves why this goal is important to them. So you see here a work, the person afterwards will not say, oh, you pushed these goals on me. No, he will know that for him this goal is important. Yeah, so you choose 10 goals. The next step, out of these 10 goals, person have to choose 3 the most important goals. And you say also like this, okay, now we have list of 10, let's choose 3 which are really important to you. One moment, all those 10 goals and all those 3 goals, you write also on the paper. You have to have a folder for each partner with that information. It's very important for you to have that information. Yeah, so you write on the paper also those 10 goals, and then maybe you circle out those 3 goals that the person chooses. And again, when person says, I think this goal out of this 10 is important for me, and you again ask why you chose now this goal out of all the 10, why not this or this, why you choose this, and you do it for all 3. So you have to understand again what is behind happening in his head, and also he will convince himself this goal is important for me. So you do all this for all these 3 important goals, and again, as I said, note it for yourself also. It's important for you to know your newcomer's motive and why he wants what he wants. Yeah. And of course, then you say to the partner, you can say it as a joke, you can say it normal, but you can say, you understand where we're going, right? And he will say, yeah, I think I know. I have to choose 1 out of these 3. And it's true. You will have to choose 1 most important, most significant goal for him, her, out of the 3 goals that there were chosen. So you have to choose 1, the most important, the goal for which you will, with him, will be working and doing all the planning and all the calculations and all the work plan. This goal will be the most important for the person, goal which motivates the person the most. And again, when he chooses that one goal, you say why you chose this goal, why this goal out of all three is the most important, why not 1 and 2, why this goal is important to you, and let him speak, let him say, and you will know the true motives of the person. So this is one of the ways how to find the true goal and true motivation of the person. Of course, there are more and different systems, but I find this the most interesting and most truthful sometimes, and giving the most background of the person. You will know the person a lot better after this whole exercise. Yeah. After you found this goal number 1, you have to write it in a correct way, as in really the set goal with all the details, with all the budget amount that have to be spent for this goal, with the date when the goal comes true. So really like in whole details writing this goal, and the person have to put it somewhere as a reminder for himself, herself. Yeah? And then after you did all this, you say to the person, now we know where you're going, now we know for what we are working, and we will be establishing plan to reach this goal for you. Yeah, so you help person to connect his goal with your business. So you the next day we will try to connect them together and to show how the person can reach this goal based on your company, what have to be done to reach. So this is the work you do during the second day with your new partner. And the homework, of course, here is also, the homework will be to write 20 reasons for each of 3 goals, which he chose, 3, 20 reasons for each goal. And every reason have to start because something, because I want to live good, because I want this and this, because I have to have this and this. Yeah, so it have to start with because. It's like the person will convince himself why this goal is important. It will be written on a paper also. And you can also ask to send this this list with 20 reasons for each goal to you before the next meeting, so you just see if the work was done and what are the reasons that are written there. Yeah. So this is how you do the second day, and of course at the end you ask the person, always end your consultations, your meetings with the person, was it helpful, did you have some new information, new knowledge, motivation, how was it? It's always important to ask the person why was this a meeting and consultation important, and did he find something new, because he will convince himself and he will remind himself what was important, what I found motivational, good, and he will convince himself also that these meetings are important and needed for his growth, motivation, and becoming a professional in this business, because he will see value of working with you so closely. Yeah, and of course you agree on the next meeting with the person. As I was mentioning in the previous videos, it's good in the beginning to meet every single day, maybe 1 day a week free, but every single day, to get that habit of working in this business and working with you. So this is a second day, very big, very important, and yeah, you will know your person better, and you will know why the person came and what is their vision and goals to be here. So I hope it is valuable. Again, don't forget to subscribe not to miss the 3rd and 4th and 5th and next days of launch of your new partners. Have an amazing day.